Hello, dear friends. So this is a trade that I was watching, a trade that I wanted to be in, but I got spooked out by something to the left side. I'll show it to you guys as I make the recap, post analysis of the video. What I want to bring your attention to is what I've been preaching you guys for the past 2 months. News event where it takes the markets and the residue or follow up of that. So there were a couple of opportunities on US dollar today. Yesterday, what the news did, it did not give an opportunity, honestly. So there was a news yesterday too on US dollar that basically made dollar strong, but there was no opportunity on dollar yesterday. And then today there was jobs openings. So let's go through the economic calendar first, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Um, this 7 o'clock my time. You can see it right here, 7 o'clock my time. JOLTs Job Openings came out pretty weak, but that does not concern me because before that, exactly the same time, there was factory orders too that came out pretty strong. What matters to me is what the news does, the direction that the news event takes, right? So if you take a look at the timestamp down there, where my cursor is at the moment, the timestamp is 1900. That's 7 o'clock my time, right? 7 o'clock my time, two news events come out, and price from down here goes all the way up to there, goes through this basically, right? So the reason why I could not take this trade is this sell from yesterday. Uh, the news came out hereabouts or hereabouts, and then it shot all the way down to there. But as we've discussed in the weekly analysis videos, that dollar is basically at a supply zone. If we talk about dollar, right? Not talking about this chart, because if this chart is buying, that means there was demand on the left side somewhere, and that is why uh, the price has started to rise, right? Because the demand was not being catered to. The more people wanted to buy, but there was less availability of whatever product this is. It does not have to be Aussie dollar. It can be anything you talk about, right? It can be cigarettes, it can be keyboards, it can be computers. The concept is that that the demand of this specific product, be it anything, was on the left side. There was some sort of demand where everyone wanted to buy, but the product was so less in availability that the prices start to buy. That is the concept of supply and demand, right? So if dollar is getting weaker, that means that dollar supply is more than its demand. More dollar is available than the people are interested in buying dollar. Hence, the dollar's price needs to uh, decrease or get lower, right? Anyway, so if you take a look at this, news come out, shoots the prices higher. I'm sitting down on the 15 second, and on the 15 seconds, the pullback starts to come down. Sorry, and in this picture that you're looking at right now, the final bit of buying happened here, right? Final bit of buying happened that went through all of this area, these areas, and basically this is a new demand, right? On this time frame, this is a new demand. And then the pullback starts to come down. Pullback is coming down, pullback, buy, pullback, buy. Everyone who's sitting in front of the charts are looking to buy at this point, right? Because you're above this area. If I show you a higher time frame, you are above this area and people are looking to buy. Where do people look to sell? Where do people turn into the opposite direction? It's this piece, or towards the end, this piece right here. As it breaks through this, the support equals resistance to the left side here. It breaks through this, turns people to the sell side, and then it starts to go further lower. If I get rid of all of these brushes, you will be able to see what I'm talking about. If I zoom in for you guys, take a look at this. Price goes through the support equal resistance. Okay, it's turned into a sell now. Tries to buy, cannot buy, goes lower. FOMO kicks in. Fear of missing out kicks in. that, oh, the sell that I have been looking at since yesterday that happened with this massive move down, this sell happened with this massive move down. I've been watching this all day. Honestly, today, my bias on this was that of a sell for today, not overall, just for today. I wanted to probably sell this. But looking at the price action, as I'm explaining it to you guys, you can clearly see that the prices are showing you that they do not want to sell, right? Because at any point in time, if you get past this, right? Just forget about this piece here. The sell that wanted to attempt to sell happened here, could not go anywhere, and then the buys start to happen. And at any point in time where the buys start to happen, do you see the death of the buyer? No, you don't. Buyer keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger every step of the way. Okay, so as people turn to the wrong side into the markets, and I show you a zoomed in picture of this, take a look at the zoomed in picture of this, and get rid of all of these brushes. Should be able to see, let's get rid of more brushes. Should be able to see a little bit of a buy that happened in here, right? If I'm sure you can see the buy, the doji candle, or whatever you want to call it. I don't honestly know the names by heart, but whatever you want to call it. Someone tries to buy, fails, price goes lower, everyone wants to be in on the sell side, stop losses above this or this, and then the buyer comes back. Where from is the question. From the demand that was formed that went through all the supportical resistance, right? This is all one buy. At any point in time during this pullback, you do not kill this. And as this comes back stronger, making higher highs, puts in a higher low, starts to hold. Any trade that you take after this, here, 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 is going to be a good trade. The reason why I could not pull the trigger on this, and I honestly almost pulled the trigger around here, the reason why I could not pull the trigger on this is because my bias on this for today was that of a sell. Uh, I it I could not see it turn into a sell, and hence I did not take a trade. And then, of course, I was scared of how fast this went down. That's why I was unable to pull the trigger. Another opportunity was on dollar yen. Although it's, been pulling back right now. If we talk about the price action, the recent price action where the news comes out, makes a lower low, challenges this, maybe goes lower. Because if you take a look on a higher time frame, this is all still inside a buyer, right? This buyer is still holding. You did not make a higher high, tried to go, cannot go, and then a strong buy comes up. Since then, it's been trying to sell, but of course, it's been failing. Why? Because of the price action. Doesn't matter what the news has done, the price action will always be the king. Remember that, right? But what I want to show you guys is the same sort of price action happened on uh, dollar yen. So this is where the news comes out. Let me get rid of all of these brushes. Hold on a minute. Okay, brush is gone. So so this basically was not an opportunity in my eyes. The reason why is because yen is also very weak, and if you've gone through the pre-analysis, weekly analysis videos, I've talked about how I'm looking for yen weakness, I'm looking for dollar weakness, looking for probably Aussie strength, CAD strength, euro. More or less, I don't understand, but today euro got pretty strong. We'll talk about that later. What I want to show you guys is the similarities between the price action. Although this did not go as far, it has come back. Has the potential to go right now. I'm not going to trade it because yen is also weak, but take a look at the price action here. Uh, News comes out here, goes all the way down to there, and then it starts to pull back. At any point in time, this is where people basically turn to the wrong side. That is the buys, and because we're reading the markets on this smaller time frame, we got to take into account the miniature details of what the price is doing, right? As this buyer buys from here, goes all the way up to there, you can see a little bit of a sell in there, then the buyer, and then the seller comes back, goes through this, right? This buyer, this little buyer that you see, the sell goes through that. The sell goes through that and starts to hold lower. Any trade that you take after this move here, 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 here. It's going to give you profits, at least to the recent lows, if not lower. Does that make sense? I mean, I'm trying to show you guys uh, what I'm actually talking about and what I actually do, right? News comes out and then you follow what the news did. That is my holy grail. After, of course, making trading boring, right? Cheers, guys.